The Gray Man is more than just a fancy catchphrase thrown around by a bunch of doomsday preppers, although it is that also. But more importantly, a Gray Man is an essential component when it comes to being prepared for without rule of law scenarios or even EDC or everyday carry types of scenarios. But it means that you don't stand out in any way. So your colors are more subdued and your clothing are less tactical, and also the gear that you wear is less military-like. You're not wearing huge backpacks that will make someone think that you have items that are worth taking. So with all those things in mind, in this video I'm going to be reviewing a couple of Gray Man-esque types of bags from Maxpedition's Entity line. We got this crossbody bag as well as this Entity backpack. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right in. Stay tuned. So as you can see, I have both of the Maxpedition Entity bags in front of me. In ash gray, I have the Maxpedition Entity 21. And in charcoal gray, I have the Crossbody 9-liter bag. So let's just go ahead and dive into what's inside of the backpack first, and then we'll go to the crossbody bag. And you guys gotta bear with me, I'm in a hotel room, but I've been using both of these bags for the past couple of weeks now, so I have a little bit of experience, and I plan on continuing to incorporate this into my Gray Man everyday carry setup. Okay, so the first feature that is unique to this bag, you can kind of see both on the outside and also on the inside of this bag, is that it has these straps. So these have a clip on them, and you can remove them if you like, if they get in your way. But basically, whenever you're getting into your bag, it keeps the entire bag from unzipping. You can see he zips all the way down there. So let's say, for example, your bag is stuffed full of things. Well, you can continue unzipping and then retrieve the item that is on the bottom of the bag. A little easier. And like I said, if you really wanted to get rid of these, all you gotta do is just kind of squeeze this together. I can even do it one-handed, as you can see. And then these tuck away. Like I said, if they're causing you any issue, they'll tuck away right in here. And on the outside, you have the same thing. These are, I guess, magnetic straps, and you can see that. Honestly, I just think it's more aesthetic than anything, and I think the look is pretty cool. But yeah, if you wanted to tuck these away as well, you can tuck them right in this little slot right here, and then both of these will magnetically attach to each other once they're inside there. So just in case that becomes an issue, you don't have to worry about them. So another cool feature is that the admin, instead of it being on the outside of the main pocket, the admin pouches are on the side. So you can see that, and it's like this for both sides of the backpack, but you know, you can throw a little water bottle or whatever on the side if you like. And then on the inside are these admin pouches. I'm doing this one-handed, so bear with me. But on here, you can see there's this mesh pocket, and then on the inside, there's a couple more pockets. And the only difference between the two different sides is that this side, you can have a little bit more organization. Let me lay it down a little bit. You can see there are 3 different pockets if you want to throw your pens and whatnot in here. And both sides also have these handles as well. Okay, so I went ahead and opened up the bag the whole way just so you can get a better look at it. One of the first things you can see is that this, you can put a Velcro holster for your concealed carry, although there is a better concealed carry pouch in this backpack. I'll show you here in a second. And then this is just a mesh pocket, and then you can put, you know, keys or whatnot right here. And then up here in the main compartment, let me take these things out. I haven't had any issues with the storage space on the Maxpedition 21. There are a few different sizes just in case this is too big or too small for you. So feel free to check out the links that I'll be leaving down below if you guys are interested in more information. And here, I was sick recently, still recovering, and my coworkers have the cold as well. So I have those, and then snacks. I like to always be prepared. You got basically a pouch here, and that can hold whatever you want to put in there. And then I'll get to this in a second. And then there's a pouch right here. You can put snacks or whatever. That's what I have in mind. What I really like is how you can put a folder or whatever else that you want to put in here. And I just think that's a really cool integrated pocket system to keep things a lot more organized. And that's the main takeaway that I have for this bag, is that it really does seem to make life a little bit easier. And honestly, that is what I think that bag should do, and both of the bags do that. From the back side of the bag, a couple key takeaways are the comfortable shoulder straps. I've hadn't had any issues with ergonomics of this bag whatsoever. And but if I have any issues, I'll make sure to update this video with any. And then the sternum strap also makes this comfortable to carry. This size, the Entity 21, does not come with a waist belt, but I haven't felt anything missing, like I said, from the ergonomics of it. So it's just not big enough to incorporate a waist belt. And then the top handle, I've been carrying this to and from work because you can't wear a gray backpack in uniform, but I've been using the handle basically to carry them. And it is useful to still be bringing it to work because it keeps everything so organized, as I showed y'all. And then I've been bringing it to the gym, and I just basically tie my shoes by the laces to this handle. And that way I'm still able to bring everything I need to the gym, and it keeps basically the inside of the bag from smelling like gym shoes. The final thing I want to cover with this bag are these zippers, and there's zippers on either side. And let me show you how that works. Basically, if you open up both of them, so on the inside, as you'll see, you can throw your concealed carry holster back there. That way you can have quick and easy access to it. And what I really like is, in addition to this being a great pass-through to be able to incorporate this into your luggage, is that this little Velcro strip right here next to the zipper is that you can leave this part unzipped. And then whenever you need to get to your concealed carry, now obviously you're going to be using two hands, and you can use the handles too if you want, but basically it can open up much faster, you know. And like I said, I'm doing this one-handed because I'm holding the camera in the other hand, but you can access really quickly your concealed carry weapon. So you can move this strip obviously to either side of the bag, whatever is most comfortable or easiest to remember, or whatever your muscle memory dictates for your concealed carry. But yeah, that's what you can use the back zipper compartment for. But anyways, guys, that is the Maxpedition 21. So now let's go ahead and cover what's inside the Crossbody 9-liter bag. I believe that this is perfect for my everyday carry, my EDC, basically on the weekend whenever I'm just kind of going around town. The reason why I like crossbody bags as opposed to backpacks whenever I'm, like I said, I'm going around town, is because pickpocketers and such, I like to be able to have something at my front side, and I want to be able to have access to it. That way, you know, with a backpack, people can basically get into your backpack without you knowing if it's behind you. But this, you can shift to the front or the back depending on how you're wanting to carry it. So to each their own. If you don't like messenger bags, then don't buy it. But for those of you who are interested in incorporating this into your EDC, let's go ahead and see what's inside. So getting into the main compartment right away, you can see that I've put a few things in here, but I've had no issues with space in this either. You can see that it has the same straps as before to kind of keep this from opening all the way, although you could certainly, like the other bag, you can access lower into the bag as well from the zippers, but I'll just leave it like this for now. There's a mesh pocket right here, And then in here, if you want to put your keys, if you're like me, where at the moment I just have this wireless key fob, maybe you don't necessarily need those in your pocket whenever you're going in and out of the car, as long as you have this with you. Now on the inside of here, and this is where I keep my sunglasses or my EDC pouch. This is where I keep a lot of my electronics and cables and whatnot. And on either side of here, you can see that there's these small pockets. And this is where I keep my mints, chapstick, cough drops. Like I said, I wasn't feeling very well. And I also have this small little flashlight from Streamlight. Now, one of the main things that, although I'm getting used to it now, but it threw me off, is that these side compartments don't extend all the way down, but that isn't too big of an issue. And on the back here, even though I have, of course, a survival parka, I also have a little first aid kit, a couple other items like moleskin, and I have my wireless charger capabilities, which came in useful last night whenever I was kind of walking around town. Okay, so before I get into the other compartments of this bag, let me talk about some of its key features. So you got the shoulder strap, it's very comfortable, it's also adjustable, and on this side you can see there are some rubberized strips. That way it will keep the shoulder strap locked in place whenever you shift this, like I said, from like the front to the back. So however you want to carry it, that should keep the shoulder strap locked in place, more or less. The side compartment of this bag is actually a little bit larger than what I was expecting. Honestly, I didn't think that I'd be able to put the entire Rode shotgun microphone that I use in here. You can see that it's just a small compartment with no additional way of separating anything, but in a compartment that size, honestly, you shouldn't have too big of an issue with losing anything inside there. And also there's this small little sleeve that you can put your zipper inside. That way it keeps the zipper from unzipping on accident. So it basically works kind of like this, although it's kind of hard to do one-handed, but yeah, basically keeps the zipper from coming undone. Also, another feature is this handle, so very similar to the Entity 21. It'll be nice and secure, and it's a good way of grabbing your bag if you don't want to grab the shoulder straps. And on this side of the bag, you can keep a water bottle, and if it's a taller one, like a Smart Water or something, you can use this elastic cord to keep it secured in place. And it has that same zipper feature as the other side. And then up here, this is basically for concealed carry. It's completely lined with the ability for you to use Velcro in here. But if you're like me and you're just not planning on concealed carrying because of your current situation, then you can just throw a book or whatever in there. And then the worst comes to worst, you can use a book for self-defense like Jason Bourne. Alright guys, so finally, who do I think these bags are for? Basically, it's for people who enjoy quality products that Maxpedition is known for, but maybe don't want all the tactical looks and the mollywebbing and everything else that are on some of Maxpedition's other popular backpacks. So I'm glad to see more and more companies are shifting to this Grayman-esque type of look. That way you don't look tactical, or maybe you don't look armed, don't look like you're concealed carrying. So if you're like me and you're in the military, maybe you want to more or less blend in whenever you're out and about with the civilian population. But I like both of these bags. Both of them bring different things to the fight, and they're both really do make my life easier whenever I incorporate these into my EDC. If you guys have any questions, you guys can check out the links in the description box down below. Like I said, there's a size up from this, and then you can go with the lighter color, the ash gray, for that. And if you like the darker gray, you can go with that look for this bag. And there are various different sizes for the Entity, the backpacks as well. So if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below. Leave a like if you learned anything, or if you like these types of videos. And y'all stay safe out there, and remember, it pays to be repaired. God bless.